Hey guys, and welcome to Get Live Podcast Umai. This is the second episode. We don't know how the first episode went with you guys because we pre-recorded that, but we are joined by Georgina as always. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. So before we continue, I just want to inform you guys that Get Live Podcast Umai is this new sort of food discussion podcast where we talk about really our adventure with food and our journey and what we're doing and what we're eating really and stuff like that and food related topics. And remember, we are sponsored by Crunchyroll, Japan Crate.
Long dramatic pause.
It's like a Korean drama. Speaking of Korean drama,
yes,
we went to a Korean shop today.
Well,
we did a lot of things. Well, it has nothing to do with Korean drama, but it's because we talked about Korean food last time and we talked about bingsu, and we've actually ate bingsu today.
Oh my god, it was
and we'll talk about that a little bit later on.
So good.
But we went to this Korean supermarket, which is similar to Japan Center, but Korean stuff. And we got some snacks. Some snacks. Which one should we try first? What snack should we try?
Oh, the cheese crackers look
we
good.
We got cheese crackers. Yeah. We got choco pies, famous Lotte choco pies. And we got these Taiwanese mochi cookies. And they're like a soft cookie. Which one should we try?
No, the cheese crackers.
You want to try cheese crackers?
Yeah, they look really good.
Then let's... Where are they? Open the cheese crackers!
ASMR action.
Okay, ASMR cheese crackers.
Oh, they... Ooh.
Yum, yum.
Oh, they look... Ooh.
What?
It's like a creamy spread. I thought they would be like cheese flavored crackers. Here, try one. Ooh, they smell really cheesy. Ooh. Oh.
They stink.
Oh, they stink.
And it's like cheese whiz. These are not good, are they? They smell of feet.
I was just gonna say that.
Like nasty feet.
I don't understand this. They smell horrible, but there's no flavor in their mouth. It tastes like nothing.
They say half the flavors in the smell. And I can't taste anything.
I can't taste anything, but they smell like feet.
Oh, yum yum! I love it.
These actually aren't that bad. They're stinky, but they're not that bad.
No,
Here,
I don't want any more. They're nasty. They stink of feet, but they taste like Ritz crackers with butter. Like they just taste like nothing.
Not bad.
That was disappointing.
What would you rate it out of 10?
I rate it a smelly foot out of 10.
A stinky toe. One singular stinky toe.
One stinky toe out of 10. That was
Not
nasty. Should we cleanse our palate?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think we should go for next?
Bleach.
That's what we need. Fairy liquid and bleach. Or bleach or fairy liquid? Domestos.
Harpic.
2 in 1. Choco pie?
Let's just any bleach first.
Yeah, we just pause for a moment. We're gonna take a sip of water. A sip of water. That's weird, man. We're just eating and drinking on podcast. I think we should go with choco pie.
I really want to try the mochi cookie first.
Okay, we'll try the mochi cookie then. These are made in Taiwan. So they're sold in the Korean shop, but they're not Korean.
Oh, I didn't know they were Taiwanese.
And they're like soft baked cookies, which is amazing. And they've got...
Are these the double chocolate ones, but with banana mochi inside?
That's correct. These are beautiful.
Oh no, mine smells stinky as well. Oh no, it smells like banana. Ooh.
Smells like banana. It's got a lovely sort of cakey flavor to it and a cakey consistency. So it's more like a soft baked cookie.
Oh my god, these are really good.
These are wonderful. What would you rate this, Georgina?
Not a smelly foot out of 10. I would rate this.
I would rate this 5 banana emojis.
Maybe 1 eggplant emoji in there as well.
1 eggplant emoji.
Yeah. We had the best aubergines and cocoa curry today. That's why I'm feeling like in a little bit of an aubergine kind of mood.
A little bit of aubergine. Yeah, man. Japanese aubergines are amazing. They're different. They're white on the inside and they're immensely purple. Like a lot of the aubergines that you see are quite like dark purple, more like a navy blue type thing.
And they're really tiny as well and so cute.
They're small, but I mean like they have a crunch to them, which is odd. I've never seen an aubergine that's had a crunch.
No, mine wasn't crunchy.
Okay, then maybe I got a wrong aubergine.
Oh, yeah, maybe you just ate a bit of asparagus.
Maybe I got a bit of asparagus and I thought it was an aubergine. Maybe.
Weirdo.
Okay, so we went to Coco Curry. And just so you guys know, I believe this Coco Curry is the first one that's opened outside of
Can I
Japan.
stop you right there?
What?
I'm kind of missing the taste of those cheese crackers.
No.
And the smell of feet.
That's disgusting.
Like, I kind of miss it.
That's nasty. Can we get back to Coco Curry?
Yes, continue.
So this Coco Curry is like, I believe it's the first one that's opened outside of Japan. I can't be, or maybe even the first one that's opened outside of Asia. There's really no way for me to know. I could research it, but I'm lazy. I only got introduced to Coco Curry because of these wonderful YouTubers and friend of the show, Simon and Martina. Check them out on YouTube. They did this video where they went to Coco Curry in Japan. I was always like, oh, when we go to Japan, let's go and try Coco Curry and this and that. I rewatched the video before today's recording, and I realized it's very different.
Why is it very different?
Very different to what it is in Japan. Because in Japan, you have different style of curries. So you have different curry sauces. So what we had today was katsu curry with vegetables. That's an addition, right? But usually the curry sauce is just plain. There's no meat in it.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you noticed that. In Japan, you can choose different types. So you can choose plain curry sauce without meat. You can choose a curry sauce that is kind of a beefy curry sauce. You can choose a more chicken-based curry sauce. You can choose a pork-based curry sauce. And if you choose pork-based, you can choose your sweetness level. So you can get number 5 sweetness level, number 4, etc. And that only applies to the pork-based curry sauce. Now,
so over here they kept it really simple and just
they
gave
kept
us
it very
katsu.
simple.
But I have to admit, oh my god, the level that we had. So you can have it up to like 5 level spice or level 5 spice. And the level that we had was actually quite nice. It was alright. Level 2.
It was level 2. Bear in mind, in Japan,
it was it was well seasoned as well.
That's another difference, right? In Japan, level 5 is the middle level.
Ooh.
They go up to level 10.
Ooh.
So that's why I'm saying it's very different from the Coco Curry that we have here compared to Japan. So they have a level 10, plus the toppings are different. Like you can get mushrooms in the sauce. Like, do you see what I mean? You can get mushrooms in the sauce. You can get like hamburger. You can get all this. Well, you can get hamburgers there as well. But I mean, it's very different. It's kind
on
of,
top. It's not in the sauce.
It's not in the sauce. It's kind of on the side, etc. You can.
But
still,
those aubergines.
You can get the aubergines.
Amazing.
And like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's other toppings that aren't available in the UK, like garlic. You can get cheese as a topping, which you can get here. But the cheese that you get here is different to the cheese that you're going to get in Japan, obviously. So there's a lot of differences in terms of spice level, in terms of what sort of meat you have in the sauce, etc. So I was kind of looking forward to maybe having like a chicken curry with katsu on the side. Do you see what I mean? It kind of felt like knowing that it's not the full experience made me upset. I loved it. It was amazing. But knowing that in Japan they've got the full experience made me upset.
But I have to say one thing: the portions, it's actually quite big.
The portions are big. I
could not finish it.
Bear in mind, it is kind of expensive.
Like, it's not that expensive. I think it was $13.40.
Yeah.
For your katsu curry, your chicken katsu with vegetables, that wasn't bad at all.
That wasn't bad at all.
That's
And
not.
it was a large
That's
portion,
fine.
But bear in
Exactly.
mind, we're greedy.
You're greedy.
Okay, we like to choose different toppings and we like all these different things. I think,
Yeah, but the toppings itself to add on is $150. It's honestly not that bad.
Yeah, but it adds up quickly.
It adds up quickly if you're the kind of person like Bish who wants to add in fried chicken as well, aubergine and a couple of other bits. It adds up quickly, but $150 for a topping. People generally only usually put in one topping. It's not that bad. I've been to many curry places and it's been like £18 for a katsu curry. I mean, how much is it in Wagamama as well?
Wagamama's like £10.
Okay, true. But honestly,
in Tokyo it's £11.
But it's not that bad for a curry house. It's not that bad.
I felt it wasn't really.
I think it's affordable.
A good representation. It was nice. Don't get me wrong.
It was nice. The portions were big. The food was quality. That chicken as well was so delicious and tender. I think it was fine.
It was nice. Don't get me wrong.
Service was really nice and friendly as well.
That's not my issue. My issue is not the food. My issue is the fact that it seems that we're getting a light version or the demo version of Coco curry.
But think of it this way: this is the first branch that's ever opened, probably outside of Japan. Not everyone is into curry unless you enjoy a good katsu curry. Like, not everyone knows curry. You're coming from you're bringing
That's
something
true.
over from a different
Don't
demographics
get me
into
wrong,
here.
but a lot of
They have to
people-
start up small.
A lot of people that went in there already knew about Coco curry because of Japan. A lot of the people that I saw were weeaboos that were already there, or Japanese people.
Yeah, but not everyone in London is a weeaboo.
That's true, but the majority
They can't
of
just
people,
cater to those weeaboos.
That's true, but the majority of people that I've seen that went there were people that already knew about Coco curry from other sources. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
They already knew about Coco curry, so they're expecting a certain level of...
Oh, but you're not gonna get that all the time. Remember,
I wanted garlic bits.
I'm-
How come we don't get garlic bits?
I'm sorry, if something's coming from a different country and it's cultural, like it's part of their culture over there, and they bring it into a new demographic completely, they need to start up small. You
Okay,
can't
so
have
how
everything on there.
come-
It's like in the UAE how they have Shrimbo and KFC, and we don't have it here.
I get it, but at the same time, we're in also using the UAE analogy. We went to PF Chang's in the UAE.
Mm-hmm.
I compared the menu in PF Chang's to the menu in PF Chang's in America. It's the same. Why don't we get that? That's what I'm saying. I know it's a lot and it's a small space and it's quite quaint, but like I said, it just seemed like a little taste of Coco curry. It didn't seem like the full.
You can't go in, business speaking wise, and just launch everything there straight away. I guarantee you, when they probably first started Coco curry in Japan, they started off small and then expanded their menu. That you need to give them a bit of a tester when it comes here and just see like how the people are going to react to it, and then expand slowly
Fair
from
enough,
there.
Fair enough. But let's
Especially because it's a new chain
okay,
completely in
let's
London.
talk about the food.
Yeah,
We've talked about
food
all
was
of that thing.
bombastic.
So what did you order?
What did I order? I ordered the chicken katsu curry.
Yeah.
With vegetables as well, and I added an aubergine. I got it standard rice level, which in my opinion is still quite a lot of rice.
So the way that the rice
and level
level
2
works
spicy.
is that the minimum that you can get rice is 200 grams. What we had was the standard, which is included,
250,
which is
I think.
250, and
Yeah.
it goes all the way to 1 kilo of rice.
Who would
Sumos.
order? There is no Sumos
Okay, but then
in
that goes
London.
back onto the point. Why would they include that whole 1 kilo of rice thing? It's ridiculous because you're not going to get more curry sauce. Imagine that. Would you like some curry with your rice? That's basically what it is.
Oh my
I don't
God.
see anyone that would go for that.
I know. I would imagine they would make the plate bigger and put in
course.
maybe a bit more curry sauce.
What I think is that you get the rice on the side. That's what I think they do.
Because I think maybe some people don't like a lot of sauce and they like a lot of rice to sauce ratio.
And they make you, but not that much. That's an off ratio.
I don't know. Do you
Rice
know
to
what?
sauce
Why
off.
don't you order it next time
I'm
and
not.
see whether or not they give you more
If we
sauce?
make enough money from our sponsorship, I will order 1 kilo of rice
Yeah.
from Coco Curry.
Okay.
Only if we make enough money from our sponsors on this
Okay.
episode.
Okay.
And that's a promise.
Coco Curry sponsor us.
Coco Curry sponsor us. I must say that Coco Curry is nice in the sense that, as you said, yes, the meat
I
is very
couldn't
tender.
finish it. It was so good. It was so good, but I
But
couldn't
we were a
finish
bit
it.
greedy because we didn't understand what the portions were. This is the first time us going in. We're assuming it's like other curry houses where it's like small portions and they charge you insane amount, especially in central London. Because if for those who don't know, this is outside Leicester Square Station, across the road from Orbital
And PF
Comics.
Chang's.
And PF Chang's, actually. So it's in a central location. Rent is expensive. It's a really kind of like a hole in the wall situation. There's not that many seats.
There's always a queue outside,
Always a queue because people love going
but
there.
it's well worth the
And
wait.
It's worth the wait. We waited like half an hour.
We didn't actually wait that long. I thought we would wait longer.
No, we didn't. I think there's certain times for you to go. I think would be obviously lunchtime would be insane to go. But yeah, back onto the thing. The sauce was very creamy.
The sauce was good, and even the spice level was good. It was well seasoned as well.
I think next time I'll go for a level 3, maybe level 4.
Yeah, I think because generally I like spicier food,
That's it.
but you definitely did taste the kick to it.
There was a kick, but
Yeah.
I mean, I would have liked to see more.
Yeah.
Like in terms of Nando's flavor, it was like a medium.
No, it was a bit less than a medium.
You think so? You think it was like Lebanon herb?
Actually, no,
It was
because
a
there is
medium.
nothing less than a medium that's not spicy.
Yeah, so it's a
It
medium.
was a tiny bit cooler than a medium. if that makes sense.
Mango and lime.
No, it was still spicy, but it wasn't a medium.
Okay, so let's just round it up to a medium.
Okay.
So it was like a Nando's equivalent to a medium. And we usually eat medium at Nando's anyway.
It's like Tabasco.
Yeah, Tabasco. Yeah, it's kind of like Tabasco. If you like Tabasco, maybe go for a level 2. I think I like really hot foods. Like I mentioned, I like Dora Wat, I like Zigni. That stuff is like a level 5 instantly. But I don't know how a level 5 here would be. So I'm gonna, next time I go, I'll go level 3, and then if I like it, go level 4.
Do you know what I really liked? I know it's gonna be so random. You know what I really liked about Coco Curry? Because I'm the kind of person, I love a bit of acidity in in all of my meals. I'm the kind of person, I'll eat a whole lime with every meal.
Yeah.
Just I'll bite into it. Yeah. Obviously, I'll cut it in half and I'll bite into the skin.
Yeah.
But they have these really nice Japanese pickled radishes on the side of the table.
That's another thing. That's one thing that they got spot on from Japan. Those pickled, even the boxes that they keep them in, that's straight from Japan.
Those pickled radishes
are amazing.
Oh my god, unreal.
An acidity that kind of cuts through the curry, which
cuts
is perfect.
through like the fat and the creaminess.
In a sense, yeah, and it's like a perfect palate cleanser for the curry. I love it. The rice was good. It's rice. It's bland.
No, but let's be real. There are some places that give you old rice,
rock
hard, stone cold rice, and it's all stuck together and clumpy. This was fresh rice.
It was fresh rice.
I appreciate that.
But I think that I would have, next time, I'm going to go slightly less rice.
You can.
Because I felt that I didn't have enough sauce for my rice.
Felt, because I had potato as well on there, because it was
the vegetable sauce.
The chicken and vegetables. Actually, the vegetables are carrots, potatoes, and asparagus. I felt like if I'm going for a chicken and vegetable katsu curry, I need to do less rice if I'm having potatoes in there, because I felt like it was just too much starch for me.
Too much carbs.
Yeah, too much carbs.
I think what I would have preferred if they cut the potatoes a lot smaller, maybe. Because this was like huge chunks of potatoes.
Oh my god, the asparagus was amazing.
Asparagus was nice.
And the onions as well. You can taste the fresh onions.
Yeah, I forgot about that. There was onions in that. And
onions were fresh. And they were like kind of still crispy and crunchy.
That's it. They were
my god.
Like semi-raw onions, which was quite nice, to be honest with you.
Had a bit of bite to them.
I think what I enjoyed the most out of it, because I had the same, but on top I had a side order of karage, which I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's Japanese fried chicken.
That fried chicken was
amazing.
Oh my god.
And they even have the gyoza as well. You have the chicken basket as a side.
For the table, not as a side myself.
Sorry, for the table.
The chicken gyozas was so good.
The gyoza was nice. I'm not gonna lie, the gyoza was nice. It's kind of like boiled and then fried, pan fried. And then obviously we had wedges.
And crunchy and fresh.
I feel that chicken basket is something that they've included for the Western market.
I feel like the chicken basket, although the chicken in there was good, in order for it to classify as a chicken basket, you need less wedgies and more chicken. Yeah,
there was like 4 pieces.
One third of it was chicken, and then 2/3 of it was wedgies.
Yeah, that's.
But there were some good wedgies.
Good wedges.
Maybe call it a chicken and veggie basket. Just don't call it a chicken basket.
The chicken and potato basket.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable. Don't get me wrong. What I liked about it the most was, as you said, the portions were crazy. I would have gone less on it, to be honest. I did eat a lot, but it was worth it. To me, personally.
It was so good.
It was so good. And according to what the price that you're paying, you are getting a lot of food.
I couldn't finish half of it.
I couldn't.
I had to leave the potatoes, and the potatoes were good as well.
The potatoes were good. They weren't like crunchy potatoes. They were quite soft, but not too soft. I think next time
I had to leave half the rice, and I got standard rice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for less rice than I need to. I might go for like bulgogi, like because they have like this pork bulgogi type thing. I want
hamburger.
That. Or the hamburger steak.
Yeah, that looks good.
It looks good.
No, do you know what looks good? They recommended chicken katsu with egg.
Oh, the omurice one.
Yeah, the omurice one.
That one looks nice.
Obviously, and even their gratins look good.
Yeah, Japan loves gratin. I've been watching this anime called Sweetness and Lightning, and it kind of goes through this kid and her dad, and they're like some person that owns a restaurant, and they're teaching them how to cook, and all of this kind of stuff comes up. Curry, hamburg. Anyway, so Coco Curry, what did you think before we move on?
I think it was good.
Best curry place I've eaten.
Best katsu curry I've ever had. It
reminded me of the curry that I made.
Yeah, no, to be fair, it was just like the curry you made.
Yeah.
But the ambiance staff was friendly, really nice. The food was very fresh. The chicken was so tender. Well, the sauce was well seasoned. The vegetables were well cooked through, and like the aubergines. Oh my god! I cannot stress this enough. If you're gonna go and get katsu curry from there, you need to have a side topping of aubergines on there, and the pickles to die for.
They sell them in Japan. If you go and get the pickles, you can buy them on the front desk. But before we move on to the next topic, here is a word from our sponsor. Get Live Podcast Umai is brought to you by the lovely folks at Crunchyroll. We all know Crunchyroll. It's the #1 place to watch all of your anime, whether it's simulcast, subs, dubs. You can find most of it on Crunchyroll, which I love about it. And you can watch it ad-free, 1080p, whether it's on your mobile, on your PS4, on your Xbox, on your tablets, on your televisions as well. So, and including Chromecast. I use it a lot personally on the Chromecast because it's easy for me when I'm doing my cooking or when I'm eating and I'm watching TV. I just cast the Chrome, watch my favorite anime. You can watch simulcasted shows that are going on currently. You can watch a long-running series like Naruto, Fairy Tail, Dragon Ball Super. Personally, I like to watch anime like Sweetness and Lightning because it gets me in the mood to eat, or Food Wars, or Nisekoi, or pretty much any other anime that's on Crunchyroll. Go check it out. If you love anime, go to crunchyroll.com/kunai. Remember, it supports us, and you get a 14-day free trial of Crunchyroll Premium Plus service. So that's no ads, 1080p HD. Also, you get anime pretty much 1 hour after it's released in Japan. That's for the simulcasts. So you get it pretty much straight away. It's a no-brainer. Go to crunchyroll.com/kunai for your 14-day free trial of Crunchyroll Premium. Remember, that is crunchyroll.com/KUNAI. Thank you very much, Crunchyroll, for sponsoring not only Get a Life Podcast Umai, but the rest of the podcast that we do, and we really do appreciate it. Welcome back to Umai. We're trying a next snack, which we bought from the Korean market. What is it this time?
Choco pie.
Choco pie. These are Lotte Choco pies, and they're kind of like wagon wheels in America. Or if you live in the UK, they're similar to a Tunnocks tea cake.
Yeah, kind of.
Because it's a chocolate sort of dipped biscuit, and then there's marshmallow inside. It's basically
kind of like a cake. Yeah, I wouldn't say biscuit, I'd say cake.
Yeah, it's a tea cake. It's beautiful.
I mean, apparently there's cheese flavored ones.
There's all sorts of flavors.
But chocolate and cheese.
Chocolate and cheese, but cheddar cheese.
Yeah, which is a bit alarming.
Well, that cheese biscuit was cheddar cheese flavored, and they had no flavor to it. So
I mean, it stank of feet.
maybe it's chocolate and feet flavored. We don't know. This is nice. I do prefer a Tunnocks cheese. Oh well, a cheesecake. I was gonna say a tea cake, not a Tunnocks one, but like a Marks and Spencer's tea cake, because it has more of a crumble to it, and it has a sort of firmer marshmallow. This one seems a bit. I don't want to offend it because it's quite. And nice.
Even the chocolate has a bit more flavor than
the chocolate has more flavor. It's more like tart chocolate. It doesn't. It's not as milky. It works well. I think if you were to maybe melt this a little bit, like a small.
But then it would fall apart because it's chocolate coated. I feel like if you had it at room temp. Any issue about this these wagon wheels is they crumble everywhere and they make such a mess.
That's the issue, but they are nice. What would you give this out of?
7.
I give this a 4.
I thought you were the one that said it was nice.
I liked it, but I think Marks and Spencer's does it better.
Oh yeah, Marks and Spencer's 10 out of 10.
And they are cheaper.
Sponsor us. And they do come minier as well.
Huh?
They do mini ones in the pots.
Oh, the mini ones in the pots are nasty.
Oh, I like those ones.
Because you get not enough biscuit. You get too much marshmallow, not enough biscuit, and not enough chocolate. I don't recommend the mini ones. I recommend the full-size ones. They are cheaper, and you get more for your money. Moving on, because once again we were talking about Korean food. Tried bingsu today. We talked about it last episode. We finally tried it.
Wait. Don't you feel like after eating that wagon wheel, you've got like it coats your mouth?
It does.
It feels like I've eaten Vaseline, and I feel like there's Vaseline on the roof of my mouth. It feels very weird.
It kind of feels like that. It kind of congeals.
Yeah, it's not got the best.
Not the best after sort of experience. But yeah, bingsu. We tried bingsu today. We went to a small restaurant called Shibuya, which is like this Korean/Japanese restaurant where they sell food. Don't get me wrong.
The
and they
cakes
also have a bar.
Look really good.
They have amazing cakes, but they sell out really quickly. and they have bingsu. Now, a lot of the bingsu places that I've seen in London don't do it properly. And what do I mean by that?
They look very watery and
They look
icy.
very watery and icy because they use shaved ice instead of shaved milk. So the way that this works is that they pour milk into the shaved ice machine and it turns the milk into shaved ice. And it becomes this fine sort of ice cream. When it melts, it becomes a sort of fine ice cream.
It's like fresh snow, like virgin snow. It's very powdery.
Very powdery, but it's very nice.
But melts into cream.
It's beautiful.
It's so nice.
And I really enjoyed that. But I would say it's too sweet.
I think the sweetness was okay.
It depends on which one you go for.
Depends on what flavour you go for.
Because we tried different flavours today. You had
Usually, I'm not a fan of sweet things. I prefer like either savoury or salty things, or really acidic things. But because I had strawberry and the strawberries were really fresh and like the sauce was slightly tart, but had a little bit of sweetness to it, I didn't find it that sweet. I thought it was the perfect...
Maybe for you. I had
the perfect
momo
flavours.
flavour. Momo.
Oh yeah, no, that peach was very sweet.
It was peach, but it was a fresh sauce. I think your one had like a strawberry syrup. So it was like an ice cream sort of strawberry syrup.
No, it wasn't.
Like a snow cone strawberry syrup.
No, it wasn't.
What was it? It was a syrup.
It was syrupy, but you can tell that there was an element of fresh strawberries in there.
Okay, well,
because it tastes like actual strawberries,
Well,
not synthetic strawberry flavour.
I don't know, but it was a concentrated strawberry syrup.
I feel like if they did
Nevertheless.
like a raspberry flavour, it'd be pretty nice.
I don't think so. I think
Cherry, oh my god, cherry would be good.
so. I had the momo bingsu, which was sort of peach. It had like fresh peaches and sort of this peach reduction over it. But what I loved about it was because it was ice, it was like snow, and it was so fine and it kind of melted into an ice cream type thing. And they give you a little bit of condensed milk, like a shot. I didn't go for it
See, I'm
because
stupid.
it's too sweet.
I didn't know what that condensed milk was for. So I poured it on the top of the is it bingsu or binsu?
Bingsu?
Yeah, I poured it on top straight away.
A lot of people do. It's really up to preference, I would say, more than anything.
It was so good.
It was delicious. I think it needs to be shared amongst two people. One person can
I think
finish
one
it,
person can finish it,
but
but
I
I feel
think
like
it'll
it'd
be
be
easier.
a bit more enjoyable if you shared it.
because they give you these long spoons. So I think the fact that they give you these long spoons means you're fat shit for eating one by yourself. It's a lot of sugar.
Did you have like a little surprise in the middle of your
I did.
because
More
not
fruits.
a lot of places do fruits inside of it as well.
No. That's what I said. A lot of places just pile it up with ice and then put condensed milk over it and then the fruits on top.
See, this
And it's
place
shitty.
had a little bit of the shaved ice already, and then
But
on the
that's
middle,
milk
in the,
shaved ice.
is it? Yeah, milk shaved ice.
Milk shaved.
And then in the middle, it had like strawberries for me and a little bit of sauce. And then on top, it had the rest of the shaved ice, the strawberries, and the sauce. It was really good.
Which was beautiful. They have other flavors. They've got Oreos, where they put Oreos inside, which I think would be amazing because Oreos and milk. Hell yeah!
Oh my god, the Oreos itself, the Oreo one looks so good because it had a little bit of whipped cream as well on
Whipped
top.
cream and then fresh Oreos and Oreo dust.
Even the mango one looked really good.
The mango one looked
and
great.
the coffee as well.
Coffee, and then they had what else? Mango, coffee,
There was one with red bean, I think.
red bean. I think red bean and soy powder,
Yeah.
which I would imagine would be very sweet. It's not for everyone, but it's more of a traditional sort of thing. Even the Ichigo or the strawberry one is a very traditional thing because I usually see it with that. I would like to see more bingsu that had flavors from the UK, like a more sort of not a westernized one, but one that was using fruits in season.
Oh, there was also a matcha one as well.
There was a matcha one, yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to see one with more fruits that are in season. So like in the summer, we get like pears and blueberries.
Yeah.
And that would be nice. They're like a seasonal bingsu. So Shibuya,
A
if you're
melon
listening,
one. A melon one would be really good.
with
Honeydew.
honeydew,
Yeah.
or like maybe like a mixed fruits one would be nice, or like a
A tropical.
tropical one, or like a sort of Black Forest one,
Like have it the special the special on the menu. The
Yeah, that would be
one called
interesting.
seasonal fruits.
like a seasonal one that changes every sort of thing. So
Yeah.
Shibuya, if you're listening, please take that on board because it's something easy that you guys can do. You get fruits in season, they'll be cheaper, and it's something maybe experiment a little bit more, and obviously keep your ones existing already on there because they're fantastic. You don't need to change them, but maybe go in for a little bit more adventure.
I think the way they plated it as well, it was really sophisticated and elegant
Very
looking.
sophisticated, and even the bowl that they put it in,
And
it was
even the
all-
price and the quantity as well,
Yes.
quality.
It-
The price,
from what
my one was only £5, the strawberry one.
Mine was 8.
But then again, that's because peaches are quite expensive.
Peaches are expensive, and I get that. So, but it was worth the 8. So entry level from £5 up until 8 is decent. It's a decent price. It's fantastic. Quality as well.
Look very sophisticated.
Very sophisticated. I think if you really want to impress someone, you take them out for bingsu, and they will enjoy it 100%. I haven't, to this day, met someone who hasn't enjoyed bingsu. Only issue is it can be a bit too sweet.
It can be, but
it
I
depends
think
on
it's one of those desserts that is better and more enjoyable if you share it.
You know what I want to do? I want to try their different dishes, like, because we went for dessert, so I want to try like their dishes. They have like omurice, and the picture looks amazing.
It looks so good.
They've had other desserts as well. They've got like,
they have strawberry cake, matcha cake, which looks so good as well.
Matcha roll,
sold out
roll.
As soon as I think we went there around like 5 o'clock, and it was already sold out.
That was the thing. The bingsu they do all day because they can just pour milk into a machine, and it's very easy to do. Yeah. It was fantastic. I can't fault it. I think if you're in London, if you're near sort of Piccadilly Circus, that's the square area, visit Shibuya. It's fantastic.
The only thing I'd say is the wait was quite long, but because it's such it's a really small space. I get that. In the same way that Coco Curry, but it was
was long as well.
Well worth the wait. The staff also are really friendly as well.
Yeah, it's. I think it's like a family-run business.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So everyone's working hard. Everyone's working to sort of please and everything, and they do drip coffee as well. Like,
I wanted to try the hand drip coffee.
Hand drip coffee. That's something that they do in Japan. I'm not sure if you've seen games like Persona and stuff where he's actually making it in the coffee house, and there are YouTubers as well that do that, and it looks amazing. You kind of get a lighter coffee color. I want to try it. I'm not into coffee, but I think that would be amazing to try.
The only thing I'd say is the matcha. Farinapa did not try the matcha latte, but it was £5 on the menu.
Yeah, is that a good price?
It's expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
But matcha's expensive. There must be
Starbucks, and I hate to say this, Starbucks, I hate to compare. They charge you only like what, £3?
But bear in mind, I think what the difference is that you can get matcha powders that are ready to mix with water, and it's like matcha. It's like a little bit of matcha mixed in with condensed milk or powdered milk. I'm guessing they're using real matcha.
To be honest, I can't judge it until I try it, to be very fair.
I think they're using real matcha, that's
and
why.
I think next time when we go, I need to try the matcha latte.
I think, honestly, once again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I think they're using real matcha, not that synthetic sort of stuff that you find at Starbucks. I'm sorry, Starbucks, but there's no way you can sell a matcha latte for £3. It just doesn't make sense. Speaking of matcha lattes, there was this ice cream shop that I wanted to show you guys.
Which one?
It was near Shibuya, but then now they moved it next to Kapacha and all of these other things.
Oh yeah, I saw that of all the matcha desserts.
It had matcha desserts. Before it didn't. It had soft serve. It was a small shop and they had soft serve, and it was green tea. So matcha green tea. They had roasted green tea, ojicha, and then they had black sesame.
Ooh.
So they were the 3 flavors that they had. Now they have more flavors, and it's like they've got more machines. And they've got different sort of desserts as well. So that would be one to try for next time, I think. Chinatown's really nice if you like Asian food, but if you like also a wide variety of food, because they've got Thai food, they've got Chinese, they've got Korean, Japanese, Vietnamese. Pretty much any type of food is there. They've even got like more Western foods.
And not just like, dinners like hot pot and buffets. It's the desserts there are really good.
The desserts are great.
There's so
the
many
amount of
places.
patissiers that are there and the amount of bakeries is insane. Like there's this one bakery in Chinatown that it's making taiyaki. The little fish pancakes, the ones with like ice cream or they have custard inside, and they're making them fresh. And there's this machine, and it's a very theatrical experience. Like you see in the window, this machine is just boop, 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 boop. It's just like spurting out into these little casts, and then the guy's like turning them around and he's giving them fresh to people, so they pay for it in advance, and then they get a ticket, and then the guy gives it to them, and it looks so amazing. And
you get like soft serve ice cream in there, either vanilla or
so basically the fish is opening its
matcha
mouth, and then they pour soft serve,
or you can get the double one, which is vanilla and matcha on there.
Amazing.
Double swirls.
I like that. I think
I had it before. It's really good. It's really
when
good.
Food is theatrical,
well.
when food's like this sort of theater, it makes it more exciting. And I think that's really what we're about as well. We like to have that sort of dramaticism in food and the theatrical element in it.
Yeah.
That's why we like food that looks nice, right?
Yeah.
And we talk about aesthetically pleasing foods like that bingsu that was perfectly round, which doesn't even make any sense.
It looked like a perfect snowball.
It looked like a snowball. I don't know how, and we'll post it on Instagram so you guys can see. It was perfect, and we liked that, and we enjoyed it. Even the katsu was insane at Coco Curry. I think it's time for another sponsor, don't you?
Yep.
So we'll be back after this short sponsor break. Ad break. Get Alive Podcast Umai is brought to you by Japan Crate. Let's talk about Japan Crate for a little bit. Japan Crate is a lovely service where you pay $30 a month and you get all of this wondrous, amazing, delicious Umai, Oishi snacks from Japan. So you'll be getting crisps or chips, as you call them in America, sweets, candy, DIY candies each month if you go for the premium crate, as well as on occasion special gifts like games we've seen in the past, pins, collectible items, lanyards, etc. If you want to join on the fun, please go to www.getalivepodcast.com/Japan Crate. Remember, that's getalivepodcast.com/Japan Crate. A lovely thing I like about Japan Crate is the fact that most of the time, if you were to buy this in your local Japanese supermarket or Asian supermarket, you would find it to be way, way, way more expensive. So you're actually saving money. So remember, check out Japan Crate. You might see some new things that you never tried before, or some things that you really love and you really want to see what's going on with the next crate. That's what I love about them. I'm always very excited to receive their crates each month. GetLivePodcast.com/Japan Crate. And thank you, Japan Crate, for sponsoring Get Live Podcast Umai. And we are back. We've got one more thing to try out.
Oh, this looks so good.
This looks amazing. We bought these onion rings. They're like Funyuns. And they're made by a company called Nongshim, which is the company that does those extremely spicy noodles. The spicy ramen noodles. These are onion flavored rings, hot and spicy. We had an argument, not really an argument, but we were having a discussion in the store about which ones to get. The regular ones or the hot and spicy.
The only thing is, as much as I love spicy food, I get a bit scared of Korean spicy food. I don't know. You never know what you're going to get. It's like Russian roulette.
In a sense. And we're going to try them. We're going to tell you what we think about them. I'm a big fan of onion rings. I've tried Funyuns. Funyuns are very crunchy for me. They're like a hot Cheeto crunchy. I'm not a fan of that.
I like that.
That's no. Americans, you don't know what you're doing with that. I like sort of the softer ones. Like for example, M&S does some really nice ones, which are like a pound a bag. You
mean the one where it's like powdered potato, that sort of feeling when it melts on your mouth?
No, not really powdered potato. It's more like popped corn, like a what's it type situation.
Oh, I do love a good what's it.
It's like more like a softer thing melts in your mouth.
Or we'll skips. It's like skips.
Yeah. So we'll try these. We'll take one for trying. Take one, Georgina, not more than one.
Oi.
Not more than one to begin with.
Right. Got one.
Okay. Itadakimasu.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll tell you something.
So good.
If you want my honest opinion.
I'm taking another one.
Take another one. But I'll give my honest opinion during that time. It doesn't have much of an initial flavor. It has a great aftertaste.
It tastes quite sweet.
But I think that's because of the sort of thing that it's made out of. Do you see what I mean?
What's it made out of?
I don't know. Read the ingredients. It has a nice sort of sweet kind of sort of kimchi flavor at the back end. Not so much at the front. The front is more sweeter.
It's really balanced.
It's crunchy. But at the same time, it does melt in your mouth if you leave it there for a bit. So I would say, in terms of flavor, great flavor profile. In terms of crunch, it's kind of in between the Marks and Spencers and the Funyuns, if you've ever tried a Funyun. I enjoy them, but I feel that it's more, I wouldn't eat a lot at once. I would eat one by one. This is one that I would find that I would savor the flavor more afterwards, which is very odd for a crisp or a chip. You want to eat as much as you can to get that initial flavor. But this, I'm satisfied with one, honest to God, just one at a time.
I can't stop eating this.
Well, that's because you're addicted to it. But for me, I'm satisfied with that one chip, and then I'll wait a bit, and then...
These are so good. Like, you got the original sweetness, like good crispy crunch, and then that sweet and spicy flavor afterwards that lingers.
It's nice, and it's cheap as well. Let's end off this episode with one final thing.
Ube cake.
Ube cake.
Oh my god. Ube cake.
We went to... I believe it's called Manila Kitchen.
If you ever wonder what purple tastes like,
Ube.
Ube.
So it's a place called Manila Kitchen in Bang Bang. Our favorite Asian food court, Bang Bang. It's literally right next to Janchi Kitchen.
Oh my god, the best Korean fried chicken.
The best Korean
ever.
fried chicken, but we're not here to talk about Korean fried chicken. We're here to give Manila Kitchen their shout out.
A little bit of a spotlight, yeah.
A little bit of the spotlight because they deserve it. The last time we went there, we were supposed to talk about it in our previous episode, but the last time we went there, they never had any of the cake. And the lady there, she was such a sweetheart. She told us there's no cake. And she said, if you come in early on a Saturday, you might find cake because it's very popular. When we went there was literally 4 slices, but this cake was the best shit ever. You can get it with custard. It usually comes with custard. We decided not to go for custard because I thought it might be a bit too sweet.
Yep.
We went
best
for...
Best decision ever.
Which was the best decision in hindsight. We went for ube ice cream.
That in itself.
In itself, that's amazing.
So refreshing.
And it's not really that sweet, the ube ice cream.
No, it's more refreshing than it is
It's refreshing.
Sweet.
It's like a palate cleanser. And it's nice. It's lovely colours as well.
And it goes well with the ube cake, which is really sweet in itself.
That's it. And
but can I just say one thing? What makes the ube cake so like special in my opinion? I think it looks very handmade. Sometimes you need it to be like really, really perfect in the sense of like how the buttercream's on the side and whatnot. It did look aesthetically pleasing, but it didn't look like, you know, one that you find at a patisserie. The fact that it was handmade,
I think it was
brought
made
a bit,
by someone's mum or grandma.
Like you can see the love that was put into it, and you can taste the love.
I think with that cake in particular, it's a very simple cake. Very fluffy, very spongy.
So light and airy.
I don't know how they got to do with that.
And I hate using this word, but it was so moist.
I think what they did was they used a lot of egg whites to make it airy like that.
It was amazing.
I also have to say that there was no buttercream as such.
I think it was marshmallow fluff.
It was marshmallow fluff that they probably dyed.
It was so good.
But it was good. And it works really well. Especially with the ice cream, cuts that sweetness a little bit. I enjoyed that. Once again, staff were friendly. If you go to Manila Kitchen, please go early. Try their ube cake with... If you're into custard, I think that would be a bit overpowering. If you're into custard, go for the custard. If you're in for ube ice cream, go for the ice cream. They also have other ice cream flavors as well, but go for the ube ice cream because you love it.
There's some other bits on the menu that I really want to try as well.
There is. There's like the Filipino burgers. I want to try that. I want to try the banana sort of fritter.
Yeah.
So they have like this, like a spring roll with bananas in it.
Yeah.
I want to try that. That sounds delicious.
Do they have the spaghetti there?
I don't think so.
The Filipino spaghetti?
They don't.
No.
I don't think. But that's something we can get at Jollibee.
That's something you can buy the mix from Wing Yip, yeah.
You can buy the mix from Wing Yip, or you can...
It's only because I hear that in Filipino spaghetti they put fruits in there.
They put like...
And it's really sweet.
Banana ketchup or something.
No way.
I think so.
No way.
That's what makes it sweet. But I want... If we're going to try stuff like that, I think maybe Jollibee. There's one in Angel. We'll try probably Jollibee if they've got it. Or we go to Filipino grandma's house and then we just invade her kitchen and say, is it okay if we have some spaghetti?
How do we know that's Filipino?
We know a lot of Filipinos.
Yes, we do.
We do, but do we know a lot of Filipino grandmas?
Oh my god, pass me those chips. I can't get enough of them.
Wait for the chips.
No!
You gotta wait for
Give
them
me
chips.
the onion rings.
You gotta wait for them chips, girl.
Give me the onion rings. Did you hear that crunch?
Tell us what you want for next episode. What do you want to see? Where do you want us to go? And we'll go there. Hopefully. We're not going to take all your suggestions. If it's something shit, if you're like, oh, go to McDonald's, try the taste of America. No, we're not going to do that.
Go to Subway, try the vegan sub.
Can I just quickly say something?
Yeah.
A vegan sub in Subway? No. That's like going to KFC and asking for vegan fried chicken. That doesn't work. No, what it is it's a vegetable patty that doesn't taste that good.
Did you try it?
I have. It's not that nice. And it's soggy. When they put it in the toaster, it's soggy. And it feels like the patty is sweating. I don't like that. It might taste nice. The texture's disgusting and it's off-putting. But that's besides the point. If you want to suggest places for us to go, please tell us where you want us to go. I don't know what we're going to do for the next episode, but stay tuned for more snacks, more shenanigans, more food talk, I guess. And remember, before I close off this episode, please support our sponsors. We've got Crunchyroll and we also have Japan Crate. So go and check them out. Links will be in the description as well. And say bye, Georgina.
Bye. Oh my god, these onion rings.
These onion rings.
These onion rings.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yum yum. Yum yum.
Crunch.